We are learning more tonight about the semi-truck driver involved in last week's deadly crash on I-75. The call came in around 3:30 this afternoon. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Megan Brantley is live on the scene. Megan, what can you tell us? David and Cindy, this new Research and Development Center is really at the heart of VW's mission to expand in the North American market. We begin with breaking news tonight. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office needs your help in finding a missing child with autism. Now let's go ahead and give you a live look this evening at the side of the mountain. You can see there the orange flames, that line of flames snaking, zigzagging up the side of the mountain. A North Georgia congregation says it's not going to let a fire stop them from worshiping. Corinth Baptist Church in Lafayette caught fire around 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon. That's right, coming to you live here from the Bilo off Highway 58. You can see here behind me that the parking lot is relatively empty right now. That was not the case around 7:30 this evening when this shooting took place. There were plenty of customers coming in and out of the store, just minding their own business. Such great news here. We covered their deployment in August when the soldiers, many from our area, left from the Cleveland National Armory. And Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Herron is live in Bradley County waiting for their bus to arrive. Michelle? Thank you, Natalie. Officials in 2 states are searching for a man and woman who led police on a chase. Earlier this morning, though, part of this rock wall over here gave way that allowed a lot of water and mud to flow down across the roadway. And if you take a look over here, you can see the remnants of that mudslide from earlier this morning. Turning now to your weather, there are a few pop-up showers out there today. I got caught in one earlier.
I didn't even know they were doing that.
Officials in Georgia say it will cost nearly $8 million to create food stamp cards to include recipients' pictures. The Atlanta Braves are planning a groundbreaking ceremony later this month for the team's new stadium in Cobb County. Work is underway at the suburban Atlanta site.
Okay, Matt.
Those ears alone will help her find a home for sure. Homeowners in East Ridge are cleaning up after a car crashed into their house. It happened on Melville Avenue around 9:30 last night. Now for some news that may make your stomach growl. Oreos are slimming down with a skinny new look. We're going to take a look here at the new Oreo Thins. Stay with us, coming up on Live at 5.
Like you got kind of a bond with him like you would with one of your dogs?
Yeah, I do. I mean, he's a good animal.
One West Virginia man is in trouble with the law. Officials say he can't live with deer. Yeah, you heard and saw that right. That story's next. Yeah, the deer just hanging out.
I get it.
No big deal, right?
They're beautiful.
Well, real quick, we've been celebrating all day long as we should, and we'll continue to do so, but I'd be remiss if I didn't say a quick congrats on 30 years of bringing the news to everyone in the Tennessee Valley.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure reading next to you today.
Great to work with you. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed it.
Good.
We'll continue to enjoy it, I'm sure. I hope. Thanks for joining us for Eyewitness News Live at 5.
Much more news straight ahead.
With coverage you can count on, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 6 in HD.
Good evening. We hope you're enjoying your weekend. Thanks for joining us. I'm Matt Barbour. After a hot and sunny week, some stormy weather returned to the Tennessee Valley. Take a look at this video of one of many pop-up storms that swept through earlier this afternoon. Let's go ahead and get a first check of that forecast with meteorologist Nick Austin. Hey there, Nick. All right, thank you, Nick. One person is dead after a late-night motorcycle crash in Cleveland. Police tell us the victim is a 42-year-old man. The crash happened around 11 p.m. last night on 25th Street near the intersection of Old 25th Street. Investigators say the motorcycle struck one vehicle and exploded on impact before colliding with another car. That driver was an 18-year-old woman in the other vehicle. She was taken to the hospital. This is the 8th traffic fatality in Bradley County this year. The accident is still under investigation. A Bledsoe County family is still searching for answers after one of their family members was found dead inside their home Friday morning. Police were called to a home on Paul Holland Road. Investigators still have not said how 26-year-old William Keith Smith died, but are investigating this case as a homicide. Smith's mother spoke only with Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Herron. She talked about how her son will be remembered and has a message for whoever is responsible for her son's death.
Hope they get what's coming to them, take people's lives.
No one has been arrested at this time. If you have any information that can help, call the TBI or the Bledsoe County Sheriff's Office. Hundreds of people stood in line before the sun came up this morning for as long as 12 hours, all in hopes of receiving free medical care. Around 600 people were seen at the remote area medical clinic in Bradley County today. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Megan Brantley was there. She brings us the story. And Ram is in desperate need of dentists for Sunday. They have just more than a dozen signed up and need 30 total. They don't want to turn any patients away. If you'd like more information on Ram and how you can volunteer and help, just go to our website, wrcbtv.com. The rainy weather didn't stop people from enjoying a nice beach-themed party to benefit children fighting cancer. St. Jude is hosting their second annual beach party today from noon until 10 o'clock tonight at Universal Joint in Chattanooga. All proceeds and donations will go to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. The event features live music performances throughout the day as well as several giveaways. It's a cause that is very personal for some volunteers. Sandy Dahl spoke with Channel 3 about how St. Jude helped her son during his fight with cancer. Again, the beach party continues until 10 o'clock tonight, so you still have time to head on down there. Hopefully the weather will hold up for everybody. We'll have more on this event tonight at 11. A new report from MTSU has been released about the state of the auto industry in Tennessee. The volunteer state's motor vehicle exports have more than doubled over the last 15 years. Vehicles accounted for 8.5% of the state's exports in 2014 and overall are the second largest export. A big reason for that is the Volkswagen assembly plant right here in Chattanooga, as well as plants for Nissan in Smyrna and General Motors in Spring Hill. In consumer news, General Motors is recalling about 800,000 vehicles. Some of the rear power lift gates on their SUVs have been falling off and hitting people. At least 56 injuries have been reported because of the problem. However, no crashes or fatalities have been reported. The recall involves Buick Enclaves, Chevy Traverses, GMC Acadias, and Saturn Outlooks from the car model years you see there on your screen. McDonald's says it has no plans to take a talking Happy Meal toy out of its restaurants despite complaints from some of its customers. The fast food chain introduced a Happy Meal with toys inspired by the movie Minions earlier this month. Some parents say the toys say obscenities. McDonald's says the sounds the figures make are nonsense words, nothing offensive or profane, and it's heard from, quote, a very small number of customers. The promotion is set to run through the end of this month. The applause was thunderous and sustained. After 54 years, the Confederate battle flag was brought down from the South Carolina state capitol for the very last time Friday morning. It's an emotional debate with strong opinions on both sides that has been in the spotlight since the Charleston Church massacre. More tonight from Ron Allen. Still to come on Eyewitness News at 6, an inside look at what can go wrong during a newscast with inclement weather. That's right, news about the news. Speaking of that, Nick will have your full forecast, right, Nick? Well, at least we had a few clear days in there, but...
Yeah, that's right. The last 3 or 4 days before today, hardly a drop of rain anywhere. So made up for that today.
Thanks, Nick.
You bet.
Turning now to sports, big game tonight for CFC, right?
Celebrate, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Hotter. That is not what we want to hear. No. All right, thank you, Nick, I guess. Well, what you are about to see may be a TV anchor's worst nightmare. This is video from our sister station, KUSA TV in Denver, Colorado. Lightning struck the TV station's tower in the middle of a newscast. Look at that, all the equipment going bonkers. The news team improvised, of course, as any good journalists do, with some outside cameras and tablets. Thankfully, the engineers were able to quickly solve the problem there. Looks kind of chaotic. I really don't know what we're looking at there. We saw the lightning strike.
Yeah, some editing would have been very nice there on that tape.
I wonder how long they were off the air, though.
I don't know. You do what you got to do.
That's right.
Nightly news is next. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tonight at 11. In the meantime, keep it at WRCBTV.com.